Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is the first time you're seeing this channel. Martin with Bellavoro Auto Spa, and today's video we're going to be reviewing some products that were sent in by a vendor, a company called ATOTO. They sent me, this is the P9 On-Dash Navigator series. It's basically it's a tablet, Android tablet navigation system, etc. for if your car doesn't have it. My car does have a navigation system with the display, and my wife's does as well. So this isn't going to do me personally any justice, but I am simply just doing this for the review content, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have older cars, I know my wife used to, that could definitely benefit from something like this. And then looking through, they told me to look and see if there's anything else that I liked. I saw this, a wireless Android Auto Apple Carplay adapter. Now with this, apparently there's accessories you can buy, dash cams and everything like that sync up to it. So I'll have to look into that. This I basically got because my car does not have wireless Android Auto. I have to plug in. It's a 2019 model. I think the 2020 model has it, but mine doesn't. So I got this to basically see if I can get wireless Android Auto. Now, both of these do integrate with your cell phones. However, I'm recording the video with my cell phone, so it's going to be kind of tough to show off the cell phone integration. You'll just have to take my feedback on it, and after I get this hooked up, I'll use it for about a week, and I will leave in the comments you know, what my update is after a week of using it, what I thought compared to a standard vehicle navigation. Now, my vehicle, it's a Kia Stinger 2019, like I said. Pretty nice system in it. But the representative from ATOTO told me basically this should be pretty easy to set up. So hopefully it is. And then this just looks like we'll have to figure that out as well. Now, I don't think these go together. These are two separate things. I got this just to see, you know, something that I could actually use. So if you have a navigation system already, but your navigation system has Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but it's not wireless, this is what you need. If you don't have a navigation system, this is what you need. So let's go ahead and get it opened up. We'll start with this, the AD6. Now this stuff can all be purchased on Amazon. You grab a knife. Yeah, stuff can all be bought on Amazon. They gave me a temporary discount code. I'll put the link below. It's not going to be good forever, but if you're interested in buying, you can go ahead and use that code. Have not opened and looked at these yet, so take a look and see what we get. So that, pretty nice little size, not too big, not too bulky. And this has camera. It looks like this has camera integration. I'll have to look up a little bit more about that, because if I could sync a, you got a USB-A, USB-C cable, and then a USB-C to C cable. We got this little thing. I can pull it out. Looks like it probably opens up a port in here somewhere. Maybe. Resetting button, something or the other. Hopefully I didn't just break that. But oh, SIM card slot. You can put a SIM in here. Wow, you can put a SIM in here and I guess have mobile data. That's pretty cool. Oops, that just fell out. Sounds like it's made of metal though, so that's nice. Got that in. Alright. And the instruction manual. Blah 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 blah. A bunch of ways to different power it, blah blah blah. Anyways, essentially what I'm going to do is each one of these, I'm going to install them off camera and then kind of go over how it's installed, because I'm not doing every vehicle is different, and I'm not going to be hardwiring this in. I'm just looking for the easy way, which I believe you can just use a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter. So let's open the P9. More instructions. This is the P9 itself, so this is the size of the unit. close look at it. It's got a QR code to scan, updates and help, etc., etc. That's pretty nice. So yeah, this is about, I'd say it's about the same size as my car's. First impressions, it's got a nice anti-glare coating. It's good they thought of that, so you're not getting a reflection in your face. The bezels, they're not too thick, acceptable. But yeah, pretty nice looking screen. Let's try not to drop anything. Everything's well packed. Very well packaged. Down here. Dash cam. That's pretty cool. And some cables. So it comes with a dash cam. That's very neat. Got a looks like a remote / watch of some sort. This thing is, this is going to be a learning experience, so I'm not a pro at it. Some zip ties, some more cables, USB A to C adapter. USB-C into some sort of audio video. Cable holders. Looks like it uses this thing to mount, so it's a suction mount. I think you gotta loosen it up with a screwdriver. There we go. Alright, suction mount. More wires. These look like they splice into the fuse box. That's not very uncommon. And more wires. A little pad for the suction cup. More splicing wires. We got in this pocket, we've got more wires. Over here we've got looks like another camera. That's neat. Okay. Let me start to read through the instructions and figure out how to hook this up. Because I did tell them I'm not going to do any substantial wiring, and if I have to, that's too much for me. I'm not doing it. But there is a lot of wires here. So we'll see, because like I said, my car's already got a navigation system. I'm not going to mess with the electronics too much just to put another navigation system over it. If I didn't have a navigation system, I'd probably be willing to do more, but I am not. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera and read the instructions, because if there is a way to connect it to 12-volt power through the cigarette lighter, great. If there's not, well, it's going to be a short video. Alright, so a couple weeks have passed since this last part, but so I was looking at it, and there are not a lot of wires, there's a fair amount of wires, and again, I had to reach back out and tell them, you know, this isn't going to be a permanent installation of my car. I don't want to tinker with my electronics at all. I thought it came with a cigarette lighter adapter, a 12-volt adapter, and they said, well, they didn't have it available for sale yet, but they went ahead and got me one. I'm not sure if it's going to be, they said I think in sometime in October or something it'll start being available for sale, so this will definitely make life a lot easier than trying to tap into all the fuses. Can I do it? Yeah, it's not that hard, but I'm not going to do it because, again, not going to be a permanent fixture on my car. I'm not going to mess with any of the electronics past factory specifications. But if you got some old beater, you just got an old car you want to upgrade, I would suggest definitely wiring it directly in. That's going to be the way to go. So now is the task of me getting this connected in my car and seeing how it works. I'm not going to show you guys all the you know, how to connect it to a car, because I don't think anyone's going to be connecting one of these to a Kia Stinger. So it's going to be very vehicle specific, so you're going to have to know where like your fuse box is, etc., etc. So let me go ahead and get this all hooked up, and then we'll show the after effects and how it works. Alright, we're here in the car now. I got it connected over here, cigarette lighter adapter down here, cords is going across. It does come with, I had to reverse the little joint on here. I basically just had to use a screwdriver, take the thing out, flip it over, throw it back in, so I could stick it to my windshield, because that little pad in the packaging won't stick to my dashboard, so I can't, so the weight of this doesn't hold in place. And that's probably because the products I use to clean and maintain my car, they are kind of sticky resistant, so that's not on ATOTO, but it is nice that they have that. But I suggest just sticking it to your window. But anyways, let's start the car. I'm in the garage, so I'm just going to turn the electronics on. So see, I have a nav system, dash, and all that, and that's why I'm not going to hook it all up. But you start it up, and it receives power and boots up on its own. That did say ATOTO. I changed the background. But it's basically just a little Android tablet, and it's got some built-in apps. Now they had this app called Drive Chat, which is like putting Chat GPT on here, but I couldn't figure out how to get it on my phone, because the instructions that they said to download the app I needed to download on my phone, the app I needed to download on my phone, I went to the Play Store and it wasn't there. I don't know if it got taken down or what, so I can't showcase that. But first thing is we'll hit DVR cam, and you can see a little camera right here. Is recording. So you can put like an SD card or something in here, so you can actually have something to record to. But that's pretty neat. So it'll give you a dash cam as well, and the quality is actually really good. That looks 1080p quality maybe? I'm not sure, but really good quality. Anyways, put that back down there. Back to the home page. It's got voice chat. Also, it's got this little remote that you can for controlling music and such, so you can, you know, if your car doesn't have this, you can just wrap it around there and boom, you can control with that, but I'm not going to put that in here. But anyways, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's got maps, so when you'll have to select what map you want. I just tell it to use Google Maps. But it is accurate. It's showing the same as my GPS over here. So, and also it can find locations for you. So where was the microphone app thing that I saw? Voice search. So I want to go and buy some stuff. Find Home Depot. Or buy some stuff. It just pulls up a Google search, right? It's going to do that if you're trying to search for stuff. But if I hit voice search, okay, I had to close all the apps and open them back up again. But I've hit voice search. Let's see if we can find the nearest Home Depot. Okay, well, never mind. I don't know what's going on with it. I thought it was just because I messed the app up, but it's just, it's not working. So, whatever. Anyways, you saw that the voice search does work, but it looks like it's not very consistent. You also got different apps like Spotify, Google Chrome. I mean, these are all the apps that are on here, and you can go get more. And this thing does have its own built-in speaker. So you can connect it to your own stuff if you want to, or not. But I'm going to have this in here. I'm going to drive around with it for about a week, just to see how I feel about it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so first impressions. I'm on my way to work right now. It's not online, so I haven't connected my phone up with Android Auto just yet. I'll have to do that at some point. But GPS works well. It shows my position on the map. Google Maps, you know, there's apparently some other ones you can get, but Google Maps has always worked just fine for me, so that's nice. I don't know if I'll be able to search locations though. Since I'm driving right now, I'm not going to try it, but yeah, still pretty good nonetheless. If I didn't have GPS over here, I'd have it here. And if you can get this connected to your phone with Android Auto or Apple Carplay, then it'll show you traffic updates and nearby locations, you know, businesses and such. So Pretty neat. We're gonna keep driving with it for a few more days before I give my final opinion. Alright, so now that I've driven further from home, I've exited the highway and everything, I work a pretty good distance away from home. I've lost maps completely on this, so definitely going to need to get it connected to the Android Auto. Now I got the Android Auto and Carplay adapter here. That's that little thing with the glowing red letters. It looks like it broadcasts a Wi-Fi network. I'm going to have to refer back to the manual to find the password for it. But yeah, that should get everything connected and get everything working right. So Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is a must. I did see the things have like a slot for a SIM card and such. So I don't know how well that would work, or if that would just sync up right away as soon as you put an active SIM card in there. I don't know, but still pretty interesting. But we'll have to get it connected with Android Auto to really figure things out and how it works. Or not how it works, but see it working in action. Okay, so what I did in the meantime, before connecting it to CarPlay, and this is another option, is I turned on my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, and I've got a good plan where this isn't going to eat up the data for the hotspot, which I don't use often anyways. But you connect it to your phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, and boom, you've got network connection, everything on the phone works, as long as your cell phone's got a good connection. But same goes for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So that's another option. If you don't want to connect it with Android Auto for whatever reason, you just want to use the GPS, you can turn on your mobile hotspot. So there you go. Alright, boys and girls, I got it out of the car. Now let's talk about it a little bit. I tried getting the Android Auto adapter connected, and it connected to Bluetooth, and in their instructions it said it'll connect to Wi-Fi automatically. I disconnected from all available Wi-Fi networks, I had my Wi-Fi completely open. That didn't happen. I couldn't get Android Auto to connect. Now I have a Galaxy S24 Plus. I don't know if it's just an issue with the phone's hardware. Maybe some other YouTube reviewers have had better luck than me, but I could not get it to connect. And I do IT for a living, but they're just, you know, if something, maybe I'm missing something, maybe the instructions weren't clear. I couldn't figure it out though. But and then they did ask me to talk about the Drive Chat app that's on here, which is supposed to be like Chat GPT based for the system, so you can ask it questions and stuff. When I got into it, and it had me download an app that wasn't on the Play Store, it wasn't Google verified, and Google popped a bunch of security alerts. Again, I do IT, that alerted me to a bunch of stuff. I uninstalled the app. I might have something on my phone now. I hope not, I don't think I do, but there's nothing important on there anyways. But that to me is something definitely to improve. Get your app approved on the Play Store so it's safe for people to download. But other than that, you know, not a big deal, whatever. There are plenty of apps. I would say if you have like a, actually I guess you need an active cell phone plan. Now there are ways to connect a SIM card to it. Again, I talked about that. I don't know how well that works. My phone's got an eSIM, so I don't have a SIM to take out to test it. But for me, if I had like a beater car, you can connect to it easily with Bluetooth. You can connect this to Wi-Fi networks if you're not going to be moving for a while. You can watch movies and stuff on there if you're in like a parking lot somewhere. And yeah, Bluetooth connected easily, Wi-Fi connected to this easily. And then you saw with my Wi-Fi hotspot, I was able to show Google Maps. Now I guess Google Maps does download in chunks, but I drove a pretty far distance. If you stay local, it'll probably work just fine, but because of the distance I drive to work, I guess it wasn't able to store all that data on here. But again, if you throw a SIM card in it, it should work. I mean, I think it caches general information and then can give you GPS location, but you're definitely going to want to give it periodic internet access. That being said, if I did not have a touchscreen head unit in my car with Bluetooth built in, I would probably get this or something very close to it. It seems pretty good in that respects. They do have some areas of improvement, but again, I don't know how long the company's been around, but this is definitely a newcomer in the US as far as becoming more known. But yeah, I'll put a link down in the description for anyone who's interested. I'm by no means a subject matter expert on this, so if you have any questions about features of the product, Check out some other YouTubers' videos, and also ask the company. They could probably tell you better. But yeah, my dislikes and my likes. My dislikes: Android Auto is too difficult to connect. It should be a lot easier. And that Drive Chat app, definitely needed to get that stuff verified in the Play Store, because a lot of people aren't going to install it because of it. What I like, though, again, if you don't have a head unit, this thing's great. It's pretty much ready out of the box. Connect it to a phone, and boom, you're good to go. Wi-Fi hotspot is my recommendation for you to be able to get data. Don't stream any videos on it, though. You can stream Spotify through it. And it does have a feature on here. I didn't have a way to really test it, but you can connect this. You can connect your phone to your car's Bluetooth and connect this to your phone, and it can pass along the audio to your car's speakers. That's pretty cool. But yeah, no, overall, pretty good. This does have a built-in speaker as well, so even if you don't use it for music, you can still take calls on here. And I was just gonna say something I forgot. Oh right, you could get a Bluetooth speaker and put it in your car. Connect that to a cigarette lighter or something to keep it charged, whatever. Because maybe you're really just driving a car that just doesn't have anything, whatever the condition may be. So definitely a good starting place for all that. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't review it further. The right in my car is kind of a pain. It blocked my view a little bit because my head unit's already right in the center. Otherwise, that's where I would have put it. But definitely, nifty little product. I appreciate them sending this out to me. I didn't pay for it again. They sent it for free. They just asked me to review. And if you follow my channel, I give honest reviews. I'm not going to give a biased review unless a company is deciding to sponsor something. I'm not going to do a review though. And then if a company is sponsoring something, I'm doing a product showcase. But my reviews are honest, unbiased, yada yada yada. I just give an honest opinion, and I let you see everything to form your own opinion. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and make sure to like the video. Well, that's the same thing. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Keep it clean. Have a good one.